Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Akal. The top stories first. 24 new coronavirus cases confirmed in a single day. Kapil Bastu sealed after infection rises. MPs advise against an over-ambitious budget. Finance Minister says all possible angles analysed before finalising it. Protesters burn Oli and Modi Afigi. Police arrest more than 100 protesters from the valley. Iranian sailors killed in the Gulf of Oman. Missile mishap claims the lives of 19 Iranian Navy. And UK government says no professional sports until 1st of June. PM Johnson says sports will boost the national morale. And now the news in detail. 24 additional cases of coronavirus infection were confirmed yesterday. 6 new cases in Kapil Bastu, 6 in Rupandehi and 1 in Bardia have been verified by the Ministry of Health and Population. The ministry said the tests conducted at National Public Health Laboratory showed positive results. This brings the total number of cases of coronavirus to 134 in the country. Earlier in the day, 10 new cases in Kapil Bastu and 1 new case in Saptari had been confirmed. Meanwhile, District Security Committee's meeting decided to seal Kapil Bastu altogether. The decision to seal the district came to effect from 5 p.m. yesterday. Finance Minister Dr. Yuvraj Khatioda has clarified that the priorities of the upcoming budget has been set based on the dynamics of global changes, new aspirations and current needs. The members of the upper house had heavily criticized the principles and priorities of the development ordinance set for the upcoming fiscal year by the Finance Ministry. Speaking at the meeting of the National Assembly yesterday, Minister Khatioda confirmed that the priorities for the upcoming fiscal year were set by analysing all possible angles. He further added that the priorities for the upcoming fiscal year have not been set outside of the boundaries of the Constitution or the party's principles.
संविधानमा मौलिक हकको कुरा गरेको छ राज्यका निर्देशक सिद्धान्त छन् संविधान पनि त्यही छ हामीले फेरेका छैनौं र अहिले फेर्नुपर्ने आवश्यकता पनि हामीले देखेका छैनौं त्यसकारण पनि संविधानबाट निर्दिष्ट भएर र हाम्रो पार्टीको जुन सिद्धान्त छ त्यसलाई अनुसरण गरेर बजेट ल्याइने हुनाले सिद्धान्तमा धेरै छलफल गर्नु अहिले सान्दर्भिक हुँदैन.
Minister Khatioda assured that the government's priorities have shifted and the fiscal year budget will be focused on health and agriculture sector with the intention of increasing job opportunities. He also clarified that the points which the House members labelled as redundant are in fact the foundation projects for the government's long-term goals.
र त्यसपछि हामीले शिक्षा स्वास्थ्यको कुरा त गर्छौं नि कृषकले आफ्नो उत्पादनको सही मूल्य पाउने स्थिति सृजना गर्नलाई कृषि उत्पादनको बजार र कृषि उत्पादनको माग बढाउन सक्नुपर्छ. त्यसका लागि काहीँ न काहीँ क्रय शक्ति बढाउने अर्को एउटा वर्ग खरिद गर्ने उपभोग गर्ने अर्को एउटा वर्ग सृजना गर्न सक्नुपर्छ. हामीले त्यसो हुनाले सन्तुलित विकासको अवधारणा भनेकै यही हो कि अरु क्षेत्र पनि सँगसँगै विकास गरेर लगियो भने मात्रै कृषिको पनि व्यवसायीकरण हुन्छ, आधुनिकीकरण हुन्छ, यान्त्रिकीकरण हुन्छ र कृषिको उत्पादकता बढ्छ.
Minister Khatioda said that priority has also been given to the improvement of physical infrastructure and support services to the security forces working around the clock at the border areas. Main opposition Nepali Congress has suggested the government to hold official talks with both India and China regarding Nepali territories of Kalapani, Limpiadhura and Lipulek. Releasing a statement yesterday, Nepali Congress recommended the government to initiate a high-level diplomatic meeting with both Indian and Chinese authorities to secure the Nepali territories under discussion. The government should opt for permanent solutions based on historical facts and, most importantly, a clear stand on the matter has to be taken, NC statement further suggested. NC has stated India's hegemony by unilaterally constructing a road encroaching Nepal's land is intolerable to Nepali Congress, the statement further reads. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government has handed a diplomatic note to Binay Mohan Quatra, the Indian ambassador to Nepal, expressing dissent over India's construction of a link road in Nepal's territory of Lipulekh. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs summoned Indian Ambassador Quatra and presented the note informing that Nepal does not approve of India's unilateral act to inaugurate a link road through Lipulekh that belongs to Nepal. According to a statement released by Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Minister Pradeep Gewali conveyed Nepali government's stance on border issues to Ambassador Quatra. China has provided Nepal government with PCR kits and other essential medical supplies to help combat the coronavirus. 40,000 PCR test kits, 10,000 disposable coveralls, 10,000 pair medical gloves, 20,000 N95 masks and 800,000 surgical masks were provided by the Chinese government. The Chinese ambassador to Nepal, Hao Yanshi, handed over the supplies to Health Minister Bhanubhakta Dhakal at the premises of the Ministry of Health on Monday. Minister Dhakal lauded the support China has provided to Nepal at this time of need and said China has time and again proved a true neighbor of Nepal.
नेपाल सरकारको तर्फबाट स्वास्थ्य मन्त्रीको हैसियतले महामहिम चिनिया राजदूत मार्फत चिनिया सरकारप्रति हार्दिक आभार एवं धन्यवाद व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु।
The ministry has informed that all medical supplies will be sent to the health professionals who are working on the front line at designated coronavirus hospitals all across the country. The president of Nepal Students' Union, Rajiv Dhungana, has been arrested by the police with his party cadres yesterday while protesting India's encroachment of Nepal's territory. The police took senior leader Baldev Timalsina, Yuvraj Pandey, Urmila Thapalia, Deepak Bhattarai, Prabhat Dahal, ANN FSU leader Uttam Saud, including 100 others, into custody yesterday afternoon from Maitighar Mandala. Similarly, Youth Association burned PM Modi and PM Oli in a figgy as a sign of protest yesterday at Babar Mahal. India's move to encroach Nepali territory to create a roadway to Kailas Mansarovar has been heavily criticized from all walks of life, with the student unions in the forefront of the protest. And now the news from the economic front. With the new time card rule in place, the consumption of petroleum product has drastically increased in the last few days. There was very low consumption of petroleum product due to the effect of the lockdown. However, with the time card rule in place, the number of vehicles on the streets has increased exponentially. According to Nepal Oil Corporation's Thankot depot, petrol consumption has crossed 200 kiloliter a day, while diesel consumption has crossed 500 kiloliters a day. During the lockdown period, only 80 kiloliters of petrol and 200 kiloliters of diesel were consumed daily. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. He has quoted the Iranian media that reported the support ship Konorak was hit by a new anti-ship missile being tested by the frigate Jamaran during an exercise on Sunday. The Konorak had been putting targets out in the water and remained too close to one, according to reports. Iran's army has updated a statement about the mishap in its website and said on Sunday afternoon, during an exercise by a number of Navy's vessels in Baishakh and Chabahar waters, the Konorak light support vessel had met with an accident. The incident took place near the Strait of Hormuz, a strategically important waterway through which about a fifth of the world's oil passes, BBC reported. BBC has also quoted the Irani army's statement, which informs that the Konorak had been taken to a port for technical inspection, but it made no reference to the circumstances of the accident. France has lifted 8 weeks-long COVID-19 restrictions despite threats of coronavirus returning in cluster. In Europe, the worst-hit continent, Spain and France took major new steps to ease lockdowns, while Britain unveiled cautious moves that critics said sent mixed messages, Reuters reported. Reuters has quoted Marc Munay, a hairstylist from Western France who reportedly opened his salon at midnight when the new rules took effect, as saying, "Everyone's a bit nervous. Wow, we don't know where we are headed, but we are off." In the worst-hit continent by coronavirus, Europe, Spain and France took major new steps to ease lockdowns, while Britain unveiled cautious moves that critics said sent mixed messages. Many other European countries are also easing restrictions on Monday. Belgium has also opened shops subject to distancing guidelines, BBC reported. The Netherlands is opening libraries, hairdressers and driving schools and partially restarting primary schools. Both primary and middle schools are restarting in Switzerland, albeit with reduced sizes, and restaurants, bookshops and museums are reopening too. Gatherings of up to 10 people are allowed in Spain, and some restaurants can open their doors provided they impose social distancing rules, BBC reported. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. No professional sport, even behind closed doors, will be staged in England until 1st of June at the earliest, the UK government has announced. The government has published a 50-page guidance document detailing Step 2 of that plan, which will not be allowed to start before 1st of June, includes permitting cultural and sporting events to take place behind closed doors for broadcast while avoiding the risk of large-scale social contact. Speaking in the House of Commons on Monday, Prime Minister Boris Johnson said being able to hold sporting events behind closed doors could provide a much-needed boost to national morale, according to BBC. The document states that reopening venues that attract large crowds, such as sports grounds, may only be fully possible significantly later depending on the reduction in the number of infections, Johnson added. The Premier League has been suspended since 13th March because of the coronavirus pandemic, but is aiming to resume in June with 92 of its 380 fixtures left to play. There will be no cricket played in England but Wales until at least 1st of July, following a decision by England and Wales Cricket Board. On Monday, British Racing's executive committee said it was committed to planning for a resumption of racing on 1st of June. Premiership Rugby is aiming for resumption in early July with 9 rounds of matches remaining. Formula 1 is hoping to race at Silverstone on 19th and 26th July. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. 24 coronavirus cases confirmed in a single day. Kapil Bastu sealed after infection increases. MPs advise against an over-ambitious budget. Finance Minister says all possible angles analysed before finalising it. Protesters burn Oli and Modi in Effigy. Police arrest more than 100 protesters from the valley. Iranian sailors killed in the Gulf of Oman. Missile mishap claims the lives of 19 Iranian Navy. And UK government says no professional sports until 1st of June. PM Johnson says sports will boost the national morale. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.